Hey there, guys. It's your favorite suburban witch getting ready to hop into some Vampire the Masquerade. This is our weekly game that I play with Crash, Pat Gaming, Rowan Wolf, Holy Noly, and Blood Rose Gardens. And it is a charity event, so we are raising money for Toys for Tots for this Christmas season. We have reached the goal of $300 and we're trying to surpass that goal. But we are getting ready to start. I'm going to help into the Discord. So we will get ready. Hi, guys.
Well,
Heyo.
Hold on. My headset thingy is not set up right here. Oh, I have my headset off. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Okay. I was playing some Arc Raiders and oh my god.
Oh, are you liking it?
I am liking it.
I usually steer away from those extraction type games, but it looks pretty fun.
It's so far it's pretty fun.
who had been pregnant and
I see that apparently the community so far, I know it's new, but apparently there's not a lot of toxicity going on over there at Ark.
Yeah, my husband said that's pretty much most of the people are friendly. You get some people who are assholes, but they're not. I'm having fun with it, and apparently it's cross playable. So
We appreciate a good crossplay.
yee.
Everything should be crossplay nowadays. I just don't understand that.
Well,
Honestly, yeah.
well, I like the Palia, even though it's a chill game. It is literally cross playable plus your account. If you set it up on one platform like PC and you download it to say Xbox or something, your account that you have linked transfers over to the other one, so you literally pick up where you left off.
Hello,
That's
everyone.
fucking awesome.
What's
Hi.
going on, blood?
Hello.
How's it going for all of you?
Good. We're talking about Arc Raiders.
Ah, yes, that new game.
Yeah, that one.
Everyone seems to be enjoying it.
I'm enjoying it. Was playing it before hopping on.
Okay. Well, I was just saying to the or about to start saying to the stream that I know how I'm usually unable to chat too much with chat just because, trying to keep the story going. But as you did mention last week that we had some people who had questions about things. So if at any point, if you guys do have questions, you can absolutely type it in the chat and the players can bring it to my attention and I will make sure that we get it mentioned for you and I will try to answer it to the best of my abilities for you. Because, I don't want you guys to be in the dark the whole time either. That doesn't make for a good storytelling.
You hear that, Farrell? You can ask questions now.
Of course, I will answer as many questions as I possibly can. And if I can't answer it, well, I'll figure out somebody who can answer it.
By the way, where
Hey,
is Noli?
That is a wonderful question of where is he?
Just remember too, blood. If you ever just need to take a minute to catch up with chat, that's fine, man. This is your whole thing. We're doing this for you and your viewers and stuff. So if you need to take time to take care of your community too, man, do that.
That is true. That is true.
And we got our first question, which they're in ads. They wanted to know about the D10. Why only the D10? So in about 2.5 minutes, they'll be back to hear the answer to that question.
Gotcha. They're stuck in ads.
Yep.
We will wait on that then.
I'll let you know when ads are done and they're back.
Much appreciated. And I will go ahead and reach out and try to contact Noli to see what's going on there, because it is a little strange that he's late. He's normally super on time.
Yeah, I just looked over to my stream, and his spot is empty.
Wild. Dare this man. The plans.
I need to pick my dice. Ugh.
On a side note, if any of you ever change your motherboard out in your computer, make sure that you go and reinstall the new chipset drivers on it.
We were having issues with our motherboard where it was overheating, and we kind of jimmy rigged the cooling system because we got a new one to do it, but for some reason it is not like we have it tightened it like at the max so we can tighten it, but for some reason it's just not connecting to the motherboard and keeping it cool.
Huh.
That's no good.
No?
Yeah, so we have it laid
No
on
bueno.
its side. We have it laid on its side with the fan going on it.
Yeah. My wife gave me all the shit she bought me this year that she'd been writing down. She just went in and gave it to me. She started hiding it to me. It's so nerve-wracking when you pretty much get your computer and change like all the important shit in it.
Yeah.
I'm literally in school for that sort of shit, and I'm too nervous to do bloods by myself, and I have to have a friend come over and help me.
It makes it fun that way.
I know next to nothing, so I leave it all to the hubby.
I watch a shitload of PC building videos all the time, so I knew what to do, but somehow I still fuck some shit up. I plugged my damn a power switch and power LED and reset LED all in the wrong spots and shit.
Oh yeah.
By the
So like
way,
my
oh, go ahead, Noelle. Or Crash.
like I had turned my computer on the first time with the damn LED reset button.
Oh gosh. By the way, ad is done in my stream if you want to answer that, Rose.
Gotcha. So, for the person who was asking about why we use D10s for this, we use the D10s because it's an easier system where it is 1 through 5 counts as a fail, and 6 through 10 is a success. And the only time that crits actually matter is if you get 2 of them together, because then they double up. If not, if you were to get just a single 10, it only counts as a success. So it's a different dice system that the game developers, when they made it, that was what they created. So that's kind of just how that goes. And that's why it runs with that system. Because rather than having that joy be like, I got a nat 20, it's like, well, it doesn't actually matter. It's like, unless you get a pair of them, then your roll won't get doubled, and it just technically counts as a success.
Though I could be a smartass and say a nat 20 does count as 2 10s.
Technically, you could be a smartass like that, but if it's on one dice, it technically does not count as double. It's only one dice.
But what if we only had a d20?
Well, then at that point, you only got one success. The rules state per crit you get on a dice, then it doubles. If you get 2 20s, congratulations, it doubles and you got a success.
I forgot to turn on Mix It Up.
And I will mention, as per usual for everyone here, that this is part of our Toys for Tots charity event. So if you donate using that link I pinned at the top of the chat there, your name goes on one of these cool little ornaments here. And you get put on our tree here. And at the end of the month, you will get entered into a raffle for a free $20 game or gift card of your choosing. Right now, we are currently up to $310. So if you want to donate, by all means, go ahead. And if not, that's okay. You can just watch the stream and have a fun time either way. I still have not heard anything from Noelle.
Bro, Rose does not know what you do, Farrell.
Oh god. Why does that make me sound nervous?
I've known Farrell for 5 years now, and
Mhm.
he's over in the UK. He does 3D printing.
Ooh, that's pretty fun. That is pretty cool. We likes that.
Yeah, I got a lot of cool ass 3D printed stuff.
At some point, when I learn how to do that stuff, or at least start collecting some of those things, because they look cool.
He has some cool stuff that he's printed.
Yeah.
He said that maybe next year he can send some 3D printed toys. He can't donate this year, but
That's fair. No worries. If you're able to next year, that would be absolutely incredible. And we could definitely wrap those up and give them away as well. Well, then, while we are waiting for Noli, let us go ahead and do our recap. So, last episode, our vampires, our coterie, had just finished up a meeting uh, out in the bayou, out in a very fancy looking mansion, where they discovered the leaders of the Otto Tark group that is currently trying to make its way into New Orleans and remove both the Camarilla, which our coterie is a part of, and the Anarchs, who really don't get along with them, but they tolerate them, trying to remove them from their city. And in the course of this, there's been many disappearances amongst the witches, amongst the vampires, and amongst the humans as well. Well, while they were there, they met those leaders, and as they were leaving, after a very flashy and showy display, which featured an actual Loa appearing before them all, they were stopped and they were attacked. Thankfully, they were able to pull their way out. They were able to survive and make it through the fight, but not without realizing that the people they're facing, they're kind of terrifying. They saw what they could do and realized how outmatched they really were. They immediately reported back to the Camarilla elders back at the La Laurie mansion, where upon arriving there, they realized that the whole place was in lockdown. There were more guards, larger guns, security dogs everywhere. They found out that while they were off in the bayou having this meeting, there was an attack upon the mansion itself. It saw the uh, receptionist Valerie shot and killed, saw multiple other members shot and injured, but they survived. And it also revealed that one of the elders was shot directly in the chest. He'll live, considering it wasn't a stake and it wasn't an incendiary bullet, but they realized they're not as safe as they were there. Upon their arrival and upon expressing all the information that they had learned, Maximilian, aka Noli, was made Sheriff of New Orleans. And with his new title, gave him domain and power over New Orleans. He was allowed to feed wherever he wanted. People had to go through him and had to get his approval before doing things in the district. However, as everyone went to go to bed, Sable reminded him that while this power may be great, it is still a leash. And Sergei continued on that point, reminding him that they're going to give you this leash. They're going to tell you amazing and incredible things. And they're going to let you do all this stuff, but they're still going to yank on that chain when they want. The next evening, they arose and immediately were tasked by the elders of going to go see about a missing anarch witch or vampire. Now, upon hearing this, the coterie decided that they didn't really want to stick with what they were telling them to do, that they were tired of being given power and then being told how they were supposed to use it. A few calls were made, some allies were mentioned, and the coterie was preparing to decide where they would head for the night. Let me get back to my part in the story. And that is where we are now. Last we had heard, everyone was preparing to load up in Crash's brand new, fancy, big old truck and was preparing to head on out.
Who is
So,
Crash?
guys, we're. Sorry, Sergey. Max looks over to Sergey and looks over to the rest of the group. So, where do you guys think we should head tonight?
Well, seeing as I haven't heard back from the witches yet, I think we should, at least until we hear back from them, not go straight there.
Fair enough. It's probably not a good idea if we go stirring things with the witches. It's already on uneasy ground at this point. You
I
two?
second that notion.
Yeah, that's not.
All right, so we're going to avoid going to the witches' quarter to check in on them. Sergey, my friend, what were you thinking?
Let's go get truck loaded. I thought we were getting combat ready.
Ah, yes. And as you remember, when you guys did last meet, you did agree that you would get the truck ready for combat. It was already decked out with armor plating, but it looks like it's missing some weaponry. Max looks over at table. So, we can just put this in the garage over there and they'll load it up with whatever we tell them, right?
Yes. With the possibility of some things we didn't ask for.
Perfect.
What do you mean by things we didn't ask for?
How to put this correctly? Well, the council trusts us, with all of their folks. They like to keep an extra eye out, just in case someone were to, plan against them.
Listen, if they're gonna post this on OnlyFans, it's $9.99 a month to start off. I don't just give my okay to videotape me without my consent. They gotta pay for that on OnlyFans.
I believe she's trying to say there is GPS on truck.
Yes, and quite honestly, I have seen every combination of GPS to them being able to hear us currently.
And with that, Max takes out a piece of paper and scribbles on it. He shows it to the group and it says, we should get that removed. We should get all that taken out after we let them load this up with weapons.
Absolutely. Let them load us up with weapons and whatever else they think we need, and we will be able to edit the weapons as we need them.
Yeah, unless they're paying me, they can't have any recordings.
Yes, let them load truck down, then we chop. Sergey winks.
Max looks to you and nods. If you would, go ahead and pull around into the garage. And Max then looks at Nyx. Tell me more about this OnlyFans, though.
You know, it's an interesting site. I'll have to show you when we have some downtime. It's pretty. You get to see some pretty nice stuff.
You know what? I would absolutely love to see it later. And with that, you guys go ahead and pull around into the garage, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. the same attendee that was down in the armory with you the other night, our very large Russian friend from then, he comes out to meet you again. Nostrovia, what do you require?
Privet, we need fully loaded.
Big guns, huh?
Give us best.
Aye. And he goes ahead and you know what? Someone roll 5 dice for me.
Dice Gremlin has been activated. 3 successes.
3, okay. Anyone else?
I have a 9, an 8, a 6, a 4, and a 2.
I have 3 critical successes.
Oh, fuck yeah,
God
go! Let's go!
Okay, so we're gonna go with Sergey's roll, which equals to 5 successes since the crits double up. Or did you have 2 pairs of crits?
I had 3. I rolled 3 10s.
Gotcha. It only counts they come in pairs, but still, that's
Okay.
5 successes right
Okay.
there. With that, you see him snap, and moments later, you see him and a few of his lesser associates hauling out weapons to you. Looks like they are bringing combat shotguns with drum barrels. They are bringing out fully automatic assault rifles. It looks like they've even thrown a sniper rifle in here. And he looks right at you, Sergey.
Stinky.
And for you, I give you the big boy. And he drops in what looks like it would be just a regular light machine gun. And he looks at you. This can hook into truck, right in the bed. You link it up, you put the bullets in, and you kill everything. So
This would
sorry
be
for the
very
Russian.
good.
Indeed. And for tabletop purposes, we're going to say they put in 5 automatic shotguns. Put in 5 assault rifles. One sniper rifle in there, which might work well for our more disciplined friends here.
Not me.
Someone out here will enjoy it. And 1 mounted machine gun. And it goes without saying, just because I am nice enough to not force everyone to have to keep reloading and dealing with that, they put a ton of ammo in the back.
Question from last session and how it's carrying over. We slept. What does that do to our health?
Health is restored. No one had any grievous wounds. It was all superficial damage. So everyone is fixed back up.
Does willpower go back up when we rest too?
Yes, it does. It is max
Okay.
again. Yeah, normally in most sessions they'll require you to do something, but I figure it's a little nicer if I'm a little bit polite to you. I abuse you guys enough.
And don't forget, shotguns take 2 rounds, not 3.
It depends on what type of shotgun it is. These ones are going to be able to hold more than just 2 in them. Sergey's only holds 2 because it's an old style. Pop it down, put 2 shells in, cock it. These ones are combat shotguns. You can put 5, 6 shells in there and load it up. Think like in Terminator, the one he's got.
In Terminator, it was 2 as well.
No, not in the later ones. He was able to do way more than that.
Later
He
one
had
says.
bigger shotgun.
Later
Even
one.
in the second one, he had a combat shotgun where literally it has the bullets or it has the shells sit on the top of the row, and he can just put them down and you can load them in.
I need to rewatch those.
Here, let me pull up a picture.
Eh,
Actually,
well,
in Terminator
actually.
2, he had a Winchester 1886.
I'm gonna hit you
What the
all.
It was a lever action shotgun, but it did have a 6-round capacity.
I'm going to hurt you all. I swear to God.
Can't hurt us.
No,
We're
you're not.
dead.
You like us. I mean, I still have a damage bar.
You do. You very much do still have a health bar.
And don't forget, even when I got hurt, I still commanded those vampires to come up and stand right there as I shot them in the face.
All right, so let me share
Oh.
this group here. We see this here, okay?
That's a machine
Technically,
gun.
this is a reference. That's an auto shotgun or auto assault shotgun. It is a shotgun. It is a drum barrel filled with shotgun shells. They are very painful.
By the way, that's a GTA shotgun.
Okay, all right. So you want me to pull it up? Fine, I will do it then. If you're going to keep going with this,
Yes, I am.
okay. The longer you go with this, I mean, the longer we don't get to actually play. But that's cool.
Well, I'm stalling for Max.
There you go. That one's there.
Ah.
Don't save that because I don't need the government just being like randomly like, oh, what are you looking at? Get the fuck out of my shit.
The
For it.
government already saw it.
Yeah.
Got shit like that. That literally, they are shotguns with a drum and they just keep firing around. That they hold quite a lot. We also have this version here. Well, this is not the same, but this is similar style of an auto shotgun where you'll have the ability to hold multiple shells there, but you just load them in, cock it, and you have more than one shot. You don't have to worry about reloading after every fire.
Yeah, your typical drum magazine, you're going to hold anywhere from like 16 to like 40 something, 40 plus.
Jesus.
We're going to go with 16.
And then
Aw.
just usually like a typical tube fed, you're usually looking at like 5 in the tube and 1 in the chamber.
Exactly. So you guys are getting loaded up with quite a lot of firepower here. And to explain that the ammo for the shotguns will be the Dragon's Breath shells, because, you know, there's been enough attacks recently. They are going to make sure you guys are prepared for this.
Another
For
question.
the assault rifles, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say for the assault rifles and mounted machine gun, they are going to be full metal jacket ones. They're not incendiary, but they're going to go through an entire wall. And go ahead.
Quick question. Is the bed of the truck going to be covered too?
Yes, there is a tarp that'll go over it.
Just a tarp?
Well, do you want them to have a whole time to kit this thing with a actual like bed cover? You only have a few hours in the evening.
Well, I'm just saying that's where I sit, so...
Well, this
No, we
truck
have a
is
full cab now.
This
Oh,
is
sweet. Okay.
bigger truck. Yeah, this is the big truck.
Okay.
Sergey's truck is staying there currently. This is the big upgraded truck that is fully armor plated, windows tinted, roll cage inside. That this thing is the equivalent of a mini tank type vibe.
Okay, I just...
It could take a hit.
So Sergey's going to look at the other Russian guy and be like, oh, one more request, comrade.
Yes.
Give me a 20-gallon gas can full and a shit ton of styrofoam.
He looks at you and he smirks. Duh. He makes sure that that gets added in there as well. And as they are finishing loading up all of the weaponry, Max looks around and is like, well, this looks like we got a good amount of stuff here. What shall we do now? And it looks like our Max has actually joined us.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Dinner ran late. Apologies.
No worries.
We were stalling for you. We were in making sure Rose remembered 2 in a regular shotgun.
Oh, it led to a whole shotgun conversation.
We're very
Thank you.
educated.
Thank you for spinning his wheels. I appreciate it.
No worries. I don't think they really appreciated my version of Max.
Yeah, because it was probably better than mine.
I don't know about that
No,
one.
no. It wasn't the
It's
same.
not that we didn't appreciate it. It's just that it only comes with a certain attitude.
that Rose just can't convey.
And you know, with that, the truck magically blew up. End of the session. Anyways, to catch Max up here, so the group was getting themselves ready to carry out the orders that you guys wanted, or whatever you guys wanted to do. We got
Yep.
the truck fully loaded. You have 5 auto shotguns in there, 5 assault rifles, 1 sniper rifle, 1 mounted machine gun, and a 20-gallon container of gasoline and styrofoam.
Dibs on the
Somebody have that
machine
all
gun.
written down?
What'd you say?
Does somebody have that written all down?
I got
I
it
has it
wrote
written
down.
down.
Sweet.
I called dibs on machine gun.
Very well. And the group also mentioned, Sable brought up in particular, that while you're getting fitted with all these weapons and loaded up with all this gear, at a certain point might have to have the truck looked over for GPS systems as well as bugs in it. And you quietly had made a note to everyone saying that we should get this checked out later.
Oh, for sure.
And from
And-
there, you take over.
This is just a temporary truck, too. We're going to get Sergey's truck fitted up. Gil. It's going to be dope. We just can't do that in a day.
Absolutely. Well, as everything is loaded into the truck, now you guys are kitted out for a decent sized war if you need to.
Did we get a hold of our gang girlfriend? I reached out. I don't know if you heard of me.
That is true. You did reach out to West. And as you get ready and you are checking your phone to see what's going on, you get a message back saying that they will meet you right outside.
Yeah. At this point, it's load up and let's talk tactics on the drive over.
Hmm. And as you exit the garage, you see the slender young man standing there, his hair still red and black. You see a giant bat hanging from the light post, and he is just standing there waiting. And as you guys roll out, he quickly clambers into the back, and his bat does not get into the truck, but it crawls underneath the tarp in the back. He makes a spot and lets it tuck in. Hey guys, what's going on?
Sergey has that look on his face when he sees the
Don't
bat crawling on
worry,
the tarp.
the bat's in the back. I promise I put him back there.
Can I pet
Oh,
the bat?
blood.
Can I pet the bat later?
Maybe later, not around him. He freaks out.
I meant to, when I asked for the gasoline and the styrofoam, I would have asked for some empty glass bottles too.
Noted. Added empty glass bottles.
Mason jars. No. This is it, guys. This is pep talk. we decided to take this upon ourselves with no direction from the Camarilla, and we are representatives of them. So let's be violent, let's be fast, let's be efficient.
Wise words for the night.
Is there any opportunity, Sergey, I'm asking you specifically, is there any opportunity we can finish this without violence? Is there any opportunity to extend an olive branch, or are they just way too far gone?
There's always chance to talk, but I feel like if they've already attacked here, then they are pretty set in their ways.
I think so too. I just want to do our due diligence and say, you know, we did everything in our power to not eradicate them from the face of the fucking. That's what's about to happen, my friend.
It is just like Pietro used to tell me all the time: hope for the best, prepare for worst.
I'm double checking my armor. Yeah, I'll grab one of those auto shotties too.
Wes looks around at everyone and it's like, wait a minute. Somebody want to catch me up to speed here? Last I remember, we had figures hang out in the park. They've been hanging out less there. And then you guys went off, and that's about the last I remember. Has something else been happening here?
Yes, we
I
are
absolutely
going
would
to
have.
war.
Go ahead, Sergey.
We are going to war.
And I absolutely would have given at least a heads up of that before, you know, hey, this is what we're going to. Are you going for this? As truncated as I could. I wouldn't let Wes like walk into a shit show. You know what I mean?
Cool. All right. Well, you know, I guess this is what we're getting ourselves into then. All right.
Oh yes, I have very special tasks for you, Batman.
Cool.
That is-
Okay.
That is big black dog. Make sure do not get hurt.
Dog. Got it.
Can you steal another one's familiar? Is that possible?
That's it.
Sadly, I'm not able to steal their familiar, but as I heard, you guys said that this place was out in the swamps. I can always try and take over a few crocodiles and see said dog doesn't come back up.
Oh no, this dog,
No, we don't
okay.
want
This
dog.
dog,
We don't want
friend.
dog dead.
This dog,
Oh,
friend.
I want
Okay,
the opposite of that.
dog is good.
Only kill dog if life depend on.
But you should
All
have
right.
seen the sparkle in Sergey's eyes when he saw this dog.
I
Well,
don't hold the same sentiments as the others. If you want to
Yes,
kill the dog,
would
kill the dog.
would be very beautiful dog running across Serbian plain.
gotcha. Well, I can't steal his familiar while it's attached to him. But if he was dead and we had the dog kenneled up for a while, eventually the blood magic would start to go down. And eventually we could try to bond with it and make it my familiar. This is
Noted.
according to how long he's had this dog. It may at that point just, if he's had it for so long and it's not getting blood from him anymore, it may just wither and pass away. Because once it stops getting that blood, any ghoul and familiar like that, the moment they are no longer fed blood, their body starts aging back to when they were originally given said blood.
We have resources. Reach out to the mirror and see if they have some blood sorcery that could cleanse that.
You know, I think we can find somebody about that. I heard that you
Anyways,
guys like the witches, so they might know something.
I could ask, as long as you're willing to teach me how to get my own familiar. I'm more of a cat person, so
That's not really something we teach. It's kind of just something that when we're created, we kind of are just stuck with.
damn it.
Noted. So now we need to look at the map and chop, all right? He gives a wink to Max.
Yeah, absolutely.
We
And-
should go visit some friends on a back street then.
Yes, we need to go get a pork chop. A very bad way of
Okay.
speaking code.
It is
It's a
all good.
horrible code.
I am getting the idea here. So you guys are going to go visit Sable's connections at the chop shop and have the truck looked over.
Yes. I'm gonna give them address to a really shady back alley, basically.
All right. Well then, Sable, since these are your contacts,
Yep. What do you need?
I'm gonna need subterfuge and streetwise.
So I do have a specification in my Streetwise to Black Market, but I also have my contacts in for 3.
Yes.
Would you say I'm
Okay.
rolling with Streetwise? No subterfuge.
Technically, yes, because you guys are trying to get this done quietly without the people watching knowing that you are taking the bugs out of said truck, if they exist.
Could I petition for Streetwise plus composure then?
I would like a rouse check.
Why?
Because you're going to add it kind of like your potency.
Success on my rouse.
All right. Fine. Composure and streetwise. I will tell you now, it is a DC of 3.
That's fine, I'm rolling 6.
Wait for it.
Five successes.
That's not exactly what I expected to hear. All right. As you pull in, you guys get out of the truck. You step into the office with the people there, and you can see that they wand down the room to make sure that there's nothing coming into the room that's a bug. And they look at you. Sable. So you brought us a new toy over there? Are we stripping it for parts? Or are we going over it?
We're going over it. I still need it in working condition. What's the quickest we can get this over with?
Considering it's the only truck here tonight and we haven't had anything else going on, give us about an hour. I'll get everyone on it immediately.
The quicker, the bigger the tip.
Perfect. Anything important I need to know about said truck?
There are a lot of tools on it, and I expect none of them to go missing.
Why is it you always bring us the cool stuff, but I'm never allowed to have anything? Fine, fine. I will relay the message to everyone. None of the tools go missing.
Remind them there's consequences if they do.
I
And they're
will.
my consequences.
Yes, yes. Danny is still in the hospital remembering those consequences currently.
Good.
Can I read his aura?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
I just want to see if he's mortal or kindred.
He is absolutely mortal.
Okay, I got 2 6s in, but in that case, how do I want to phrase it? Oh yeah, I'm just gonna snap my fingers to catch his eye, and then smack him with dominate 1, and just say, "Don't fuck around."
Considering that he is mortal and you shocked him by snapping your fingers at him, his eyes glaze over and he nods you. Don't worry, anyone with Sable gets the same respect. It'll be done within an hour, and nothing will go missing that's not supposed to go missing.
Thank you, my friend.
Hmm.
How close is? I'm going to say the bar, and you'll know the name of it before I can look it up.
La Rousseau is the name of the bar.
Yeah, is that close enough? Do we have enough time to kill an hour there?
Yeah, it is not too far from there. Sable keeps herself pretty close to the manor, so she doesn't have to wander far. So
Should
it's
probably
about
go
5-10 minutes
feed
around.
since we
Well
have time.
then, absolutely. As everyone heads on out, you walk around the street. You can hear a very loud band playing from inside. As you approach, you see Carl behind the bar. He's looking a little more somber these days. As you look around, you notice there's a lot more muscle guarding the front door and standing throughout the crowd this time. It seems after the incident with Sophia, Carl's done taking chances.
I'd be happy to talk to Carl about his security at some point, but not tonight. I'm gonna flash the black Amex card and say, "Hey, can you know, we're kind of in a hurry. Can we borrow the upstairs room?"
Yeah, go on up. I'll have
No
some people come
disrespect,
up
my
there.
friend. It will explain later, but this business.
It's all good. Have you guys heard anything on Sophia, by the way?
I can assure you, outside of the people standing in this room, I have my best men working.
Thank you. We greatly appreciate that.
Kindred
Whatever you
support.
want brought to you, you can have it.
Can I have a 5
Go ahead.
gallon bucket?
You
5 gallon
know,
bucket.
I have one in the back for when we
I-
collect ice. I can have that sent
I-
up. Okay.
You will not be able to use it once I finish with it. I need to mix together some things.
That's fine.
He's trying to hide the gas can behind him.
You brought it into the bar.
Carl does start peeking at
Amazing.
you like, please remember we don't bring explosives into the bar.
No, this is health drink. I'm on a
Listen.
cleanse.
If my bar catches fire, you die. I have
most
enough
likely
people
we-
here. I will go after you.
Most likely, if your bar catches fire, we all die.
Yes. No fire. He snaps and has someone bring up the bucket. He looks at you. Just take the bucket. They're like $5 at Lowe's. I'll get another one.
Moving very rapidly. There's
As he's staring at you, Nix, you notice he snaps his fingers, and in that same spot where Jack normally chills above the bar, you see him motion towards the upstairs.
Where's Jack?
Within a few moments, as you guys arrive upstairs, you find Jack is standing over in the corner by one of the tables. You asked, I'm right here.
Oh, Jackie Poo, I missed you.
Yeah. What you been up to? What chaos you causing recently?
You know.
Heard something about a big fight in the bayou, huh?
Well, let's just say no one's walking. We walked out of there just fine. Can't say much for the other people, though.
He looks you over, his face having a bit of a creepy smile. He looks you up and down. Yeah, looks like you didn't take much damage.
Oh, you know
Looking
it,
still
Jack.
good.
You know it, Jack. And I kind of flip my hair flirtatiously.
And West, who is following behind you guys, hasn't really seen a Nosferatu in a while, and he looks like, oh, okay, so they got those here. Cool.
Oh, don't worry, Wes. Jack here's a good friend. He won't do nothing. He's a sweetheart.
He should be fine. He looks kind of like your bat.
Oh,
The poor
Wes,
the poor
Wes,
bat.
Wes looks at you so offended, stands up on a chair so they're eye level, and just flips you off. He's like, "Fuck you! My bat looks cuter than that."
Oh no, I'm just joshing you, man. Calm down.
Damn it! Made me have to get on a chair.
Hey, oh yeah, is this an extra chair? I need something to stir my mixture. He just fucking reaches down and breaks one of the chair legs off.
Jack looks really stunned as he's just like, "What the fuck?"
Fuck. I'll pay you later.
Okay, we're gonna put it this way. I didn't see it, and you just leave Carl a bit of a tip, and he'll not notice it either.
Okay, I also don't notice this gasoline and styrofoam mixing together.
Hard to miss the scent, but okay.
So
Yeah,
Anyways,
just sitting there. Looks like he's
what's
churning
going on?
damn butter.
I'm just gonna flash like a wad of cash at this point.
Thank you. Jack immediately just grabs the whole thing. Doesn't even count it. He's just like, "Yep, I'm gonna take that," and just drops into his jacket.
Perfect.
So Jackie Poo, what's been up with you?
Well, as you can see, we've stepped up security around here. We decided that after last time, we didn't want to have any more incidents, so we got a lot more muscle around the place, and we've taken and restricted our clientele to really only members of our own sect.
What if I told you, Jack, that we have an opportunity to go throttle the would-be throttlers that started all that? Would you be interested in joining us?
That could be a fun time.
Or sending representatives in your stead?
That is true. I probably could not go. Carl kind of relies on me too much for head of security. But I've got a few trusted older individuals who could go.
Got a big truck?
Good. It's got a cover on the back, I'm gonna assume, because they can't really show their faces.
Does it?
I told you guys we should have put a cover on the back. We only have a tarp.
We have a tarp.
We'll put them in the cab. It'll be all right.
That is fine. They're Nosferatu. They're used to being in the sewer. They can lay in the cab of a truck for a while.
We
Or the
can
bed of a
stop
truck for a while.
by. We can stop by the convenience store and get some paper sacks.
They might be a little pissed at that one.
or get some more 5-gallon buckets.
Yeah, that works too.
Anyways, what are you guys thinking here? What's going on? So I can prepare them a little bit.
I'll let
Well,
you. Sorry.
we're just about to go across town and break some kneecaps for people that have been stepping out of line and stepping up to our friends in the business, if you will. Kind of like nudge Jack here. Hey.
I am literally making napalm.
Okay, so we're gonna go across town and fuck these guys up.
What do
How
you
many can
think
you
we're
send with
going
this?
to do?
That's great. Again, you said napalm.
No, he's just making
cheap
a nice
imitation.
He's just making a nice sleepy time tea right there.
I don't think
So
we can
the-
call it napalm. I think that's the trademark version, but it's something.
So
As you say this, Jack takes like 3 steps back towards the balcony again, just like, yeah, I'm gonna keep it a little bit of a distance here.
So, like, the problem with the gasoline is if you jump in water, it can come off. This shit will stick to you even if you go to hell.
He is now standing in a weird like Batman pose, like holding onto the balcony, like cool, 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 cool.
It is okay. It has to be lit first.
Please, when you play with that, make sure my guys don't catch fire. It's a little hard to get more Nosferatu around here.
We make no promises as long as they try to stay out of the way.
Cool.
On that note, I'm gonna take a smoke break outside and see if I got any messages from our friends over in the witch district. And keep this lighter fucking 10 feet away from the sleepy time juice.
Jack looks at you and he nods. He's like, thank you. Thank you. I really do not want to be the one blamed tonight for everything going up in fire.
Plus, I like you too much and I like this place. I don't want it to go to the shit, so I want to come back.
Well, did the rest of you need anything currently?
Here to feed and get out of your hair.
Perfect. Those are on the way. You, I'm going outside with. I'm going to go have a cigarette with you.
I'm not hungry. I'm just gonna head downstairs for a minute.
Maybe
Very
I should
well.
churn. Maybe I should get some fresh air on the balcony while I churn.
Please
The
no.
windows.
Sergey,
Please no.
Sergey, I
Let's
just
see.
said I was going out for a fucking smoke. You want to bring that that fire-induced sleepy time outside with me?
I just kid. I kid.
Oh, Sergey, I like you, but sometimes you give me a fucking heart attack.
So Nyx and Jack are stepping outside to smoke. He follows behind you, invisible, so that way no one else sees him. Sable is going downstairs, leaving Max and Sergey up there in the balcony. And let's start out with Sable this time. What are you doing?
I'm going to make my way to a table towards the dance floor question mark, whatever they decide to call it, and just take a listen to see what is any good gossip going on, I guess.
Mm. Mm. Well, as you approach where the band is playing extremely loud, there are the large stereos on each side there. They are playing heavy and hard. It's really hard to honestly hear here.
Um, can I cast my shadow cloak and just kind of quietly wander around for a minute?
Yes. Does Shadow Cloak require a rouse check?
I don't believe so, but let me double check here real quick. Uh, oh, might help if I just do this.
And while Sable's looking over that, what are the boys doing upstairs?
No, it does not cast a rouse check.
Perfect. Then you cast that, and while you don't go invisible, people are less likely to notice you. They're just not really paying as much attention. They're kind of looking away from the direction where you are.
I'm continuing to take a listen in and make sure that there's nothing I should be alerted of down there. Or, correction, any
Hmm.
information that could be helpful to us or detrimental to us.
Mm-hmm. Give me stealth and mix it with resolve because the music is really, really loud here.
4 successes.
Sweet.
Mm. With with 4 successes, you hear a lot of conversations. You hear a few of the young people here talking about what they want to do tonight. You hear a few people hitting on each other. You see a lot of people really just chatting up. But you do overhear from off to the side. Did you hear about what happened out in the bayou? Did you hear what happened there? That was insane. I'm so glad we didn't go there.
Note the information that it seems to be getting passed around to people in the general area and kind of carry on.
Well, other than that, there's not really anything else that's, out of the ordinary. Once in a while,
Okay.
you'd heard someone talk about, they were glad they didn't go there. And it doesn't seem too unusual considering that this is an anarch vampire bar. That, of course, there'd be vampires here. Boys, what are we doing up on the balcony?
Max is quickly and efficiently feeding. The blood tender knows that Max has a feeding restriction. And it has to be a willing participant. So I've got that going. Yeah, just basically doing that, killing time, getting myself psyched up.
Sergey, are you continuing just to keep mixing up there?
Sergey is yeah, he's still mixing. Takes a while, you gotta churn it. And he's singing a Russian, like a nursery rhyme type song. But he does look at Max and he's like, Max, this is I know I said we should do this and power is leash and everything, but you do understand. You have decided to go against the orders.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll deal with that when we come across it.
Okay, yeah, I know you are in for the power and everything, and you know me, I'm just don't give a shit. But as long as you know what this path leads to, I am
Well,
okay.
of course, look at it this way, my friend. We're targeting uh, the biggest affliction to the Camarilla at the moment, while also being able to help out our friend. I think we have Nyx's buy-in. She helped us with the witches. Sable's on board with all of Marilla. I mean, Lou is really. I think the only issue here is history is written by the victors, right? So if we fuck this up, I don't think we're going to be alive long enough to matter. And if we win, well, they can't punish us. We win.
As you're
Very
saying this,
true.
West pipes up from behind you guys. Can we please hopefully not die? And apparently you're now in power. That's kind of cool. Congrats, dude.
Yeah, the prince of the city appointed me as the sheriff, and my coterie here are my hounds.
Oh shit. Cool.
We have all the power and backing of the Camarilla in the city, and unfortunately, we also have that responsibility.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's entirely why we're going to do this. We would love to have these people on our side, and many hands tighten the bond, but at the end of the day, they came at us and want us dead, so we have to make them more dead.
Are we going in all out, Max, or are we going to try to talk first? This is very important.
That's what I was trying to ask earlier. I mean, I'm more than willing to give it a shot, but if you don't think there's a chance, then no, we have to take surprise and we have to smash them.
There's always chance. I mean, they seem very diplomatic too, but I'm not sure that they will see our point of view.
So, I mean, if we give them the chance, we're playing our hand and we're letting them know that we're, this is it. This is the confrontation.
We must decide as a group what we wish to do. This is not something we must just make decision on lightly.
Correct. Yes.
Wrong decision most certainly plays bad for us.
Yeah. Let's discuss it on the drive over. We'll talk tactics and finalize all of our decisions there.
It sounds good to me. Oh, by
And
the way,
as-
do not worry. This is just in case worst case scenario shit hit fan.
And
That's
as
just
the
in case
three of
those
you were up
fucking
front-
alligators jump at me.
And as you three are up there continuing on, Sergey's still working on his mixture. Wes getting himself a little more acquainted with everything, and also talking with the blood waitress. We cut over to Nyx and Jack, who have slipped out to the alley, where Jack is still standing hidden in the shadows, but is finally allowed to drop his veil and has a cigarette lit as well. It's nice when I don't have to be invisible.
I wish I could be invisible sometimes, Jack.
Play that scene, baby. Yeah, is it 7? It is. Very effective.
Continuing forward.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a good thing, but a lot of times it's pretty annoying because I don't get to hang out with people except for generally ones who look like me and some of the bar staff who don't take aversion to my looks.
What are you talking about, Jack? You're the best looking security guard I know.
So you don't know a lot of security guards. Okay, got it. Thanks, though. Thanks for
Jack,
trying.
Jack, I didn't say I don't know a lot of security guards. Forget. I do perform. I might not be super famous, but I do have my fair share of security guards.
Girly, my ears are pointed, they're bent, my nose is overly long, my teeth look all fucked up, and my skin looks like it's about to fall off. I love that you're blowing smoke up my ass, but I know what I look like.
Did I say that was a problem? And as a matter of
To
fact,
everyone else it does. That's why I can't go outside.
well, you are outside right now, Jack.
That's because I'm hiding under the banister. See, it's dark here. I can stand here. That is it.
Well, just know, anyone who doesn't like how you look is a fucktard anyways.
Huh. Very much. I'll be right back, guys. We just got a raid. Just give me one moment.
Hello, Raiders!
Woo-hoo! It's Ashley.
And on Sundays, we wear fangs.
Nice. Well played.
I love it.
I hope his stream heard that.
They didn't. I don't think they did because I can
We're
hear him
muted.
talking from downstairs.
I would
They
know.
can hear you very well.
Oh,
Cock balls.
God bless.
Oh, shit. Oops.
How'd you guys get out of work? Some guy.
That was
Oh.
Crash.
Oh my gosh. And don't forget, on Wednesdays, we don't wear pink. Pink is for basic bitches.
You don't wear pink, you eat it.
Yeah, that's why I said don't wear it.
Anyways, so I came out here with you because wanted to say thank you for keeping an eye out for Sophia. She was always one of my favorites. She was another one like you that even though I look like death, she didn't mind at all that I was like this.
I liked Sophia. She was a sweetheart. I know she was working hard. I know she made a lot of mistakes. You said made it clear she made mistakes, but I could tell she was a hard worker.
Yeah, she was starting to come around finally. So, and of course, Carl's always been sweet on her. So I just hope that, she'll be back in one piece and we'll be able to get her back right on the right track and get her going.
Carl, sweet on her, huh?
Carl likes the lost causes. If you haven't noticed, he kind of employs a lot of them. The ones that don't really fit in elsewhere.
I will definitely make sure we get her then, because I got a soft spot for the lost causes too, seeing as I was one.
Gotcha. And as you two continue talking and just socializing outside, you hear from a far distance away. It sounds loud, but you hear some people screaming. You can hear what sounds like a stampede of people coming. And as you two look down the alley, you can see smoke rising from the far edge of town.
The fuck?
That doesn't look like that. That looks bad.
Yeah. Jack, do you mind popping in and getting my group really quick?
Yeah. He drops the cigarette and immediately he is flying inside, invisible, and he is quickly up there and he's like, you guys need to go outside now.
Immediately stop whatever I'm doing and sprint outside.
I follow
Same.
quickly.
Wes leaps over the balcony, just not thinking, and just drops right down and runs out the door. Carl kind of looks at him like, what the fuck?
Guys, does that look fucking normal to you?
It was not me. I promise.
No shit,
As
it wasn't
everyone-
you, Sergey.
As everyone is looking down, you can see a herd of people who are screaming and frantically running from the edge of town, somewhat close to if you were heading out of town to head to the Bayou Mansion. You see black smoke rising up in the air.
I was going to ask what direction it was.
Yes, it is down towards the south end of the city.
That's the direction we're headed now.
Very much is the direction you're heading.
We should probably go get our wheels.
Yeah, I think so. Sable, they let's hope they got that done sooner than an hour.
They know there's consequences if they don't work quick. They tend to work very quick with me.
Gotta trust you on this, Sable.
Well, Max, looks like it's all gas, no brakes now.
Yeah.
As you guys run back, you see West is kind of, using the buildings, just kind of moving fast, trying to propel himself forward towards the garage, kind of ahead of everyone, just because he doesn't do group work very well. You get back to the chop shop and look at you. Shit, you guys are back fast.
An
Good
emergency
news.
came up.
Cool. We got the whole cab done. There's no more bugs inside of the truck or inside of the cab. There's no GPS in there. We didn't get a chance to do the bed, but we'll call it half off.
I'll glare in his general direction, but still pass him off, let's say $300.
Cool. And don't give me that look, okay? You were gone 20 minutes. I need at least 30.
I'm already getting in the passenger.
I'm hopping
I
in the
Yes,
won't
back.
sir.
say anything. I'm just gonna get in the car.
Sergey's
Yeah.
already in the truck firing it up.
And as you're getting in, you feel a little thud on the roof twice, and then you hear a little tap tap on the roof.
Everyone's
And
here.
as
Roll
you peek
out.
out, you can see that there are two Nosferatu hands just stick down, and just wave like hello,
Hi,
and then
boys.
they point. And
Hold
they go,
on tight.
Pass them both a shotgun.
Perfect. They grab it and close as they lay down flat on them. It looks a little strange because you can kind of well, the shotguns are hidden. Never mind. We're gonna continue on. Are we heading towards where the flames and screams are, or are we just going past that?
You ought to call, Max. Where are we going? You are the sheriff.
We're ending this right now. Local law enforcement can take care of this. We'll take care of the real problem.
Very well. As you are speeding past, you can hear the police sirens, the fire trucks. They haven't arrived on the scene yet, but you see people running. You see them screaming. You see figures in black robes. And you could see a few of the residential homes bursting up in flames. There are people panicking and freaking out everywhere. And as you go past, you're going deeper. You notice a little child was standing back there and just looked sad, looking towards where the truck was going.
Oh no, the child.
Creepy.
And as you guys get back to the manor, you arrive, but it seems the lights are off. There's very, very few cars out front, maybe only one or two. And the valet that was there before is no longer standing at the front.
Something is not right.
Something is very wrong.
Can I
Hey.
can I sense
Go ahead.
for witchcraft in Sense the Unseen?
Go ahead and give me a roll. We're gonna do wits and aspects, I believe it was.
What's it?
Aha! See, I'm learning this shit. Getting good at it.
That's for the Sense the Unseen, right?
Yep, and remember, one of them has to be a blood die.
All successes.
All successes. As you are looking out, you can see what looks like a few vampires hidden in the trees, just looking around. But from what you're seeing around the mansion, it's dead quiet. And even out here in Louisiana, it's never dead quiet in the middle of the night.
Can I sense for any witchcraft stuff or any occult traps that might be set?
There's not really anything that you can sense like that.
Damn it. So, guys, we might. I do feel a presence in the trees of some vampires, but other than that, I'm not getting nothing.
When she tells us she feels the presence in the tree, can I make an awareness roll?
Absolutely. Go ahead and make an awareness roll for
What
me.
is that? Wits and awareness or intelligence and awareness?
Wits and awareness.
That would be 4 successes.
4 successes. As you're looking out, you can tell which trees they're standing in. You see the branches are drooping down, and you can actually pretty much see them because unlike Jack and his group, these aren't Nosferatu. They're just being like Sable and kind of masking their presence. But with that many
So,
successes, you can pick them out.
so with us fighting, um, last time, would I be able to tell that they were the same group? Like the people that were causing insurrection inside that group.
You would not be able to tell because last you knew, everyone from that group was killed except for Lucian.
Nix, if they jump or anything happens, get on the LMG and light it up.
Fuck yeah, I am. You know what? I'm just gonna get the fuck on that right now.
And as you're getting back there and you're setting the gun up and mounting it so it's aiming over the front of the truck, the two Nosferatu look to you and be like, please warn us before that goes off, please. We would really prefer not to be riddled with bullets. And West also pipes up, looking like, yeah, please let me know, because I would really prefer none of my bats get hit tonight. That they're a little hard to come by.
Wes, can you let them know to stay out of this, or at least stay out of the front of this? And boys, move off the head of the truck.
He looks at you. He's like, where do you want them to go? Then there's not really anywhere for them to. They can't do anything if they're not where the people are.
Okay, I will do my best to not hit them, but I can't make any promises.
And Wes looks to Max like, all right, what are we doing here? Are we mowing this down, or are we trying to be a little strategic here?
So Max was immediately going to jump out of the car and start walking right up until Nick said, "Hey, there's people in the bushes," and that kind of, oh shit, okay. So I'm going to activate Sense the Unseen as well, and say, "Hey, Sergey, why don't you drive us right up to the front door?" And then I'm going to start preparing the napalm.
Hold on, Max. Sable, those estates that were burning, were any of those Camarilla owned vampires there? Like, did we have any Camarilla vampires living there?
Stable, as far as you know, there were a few living in those areas. There were a few that frequented around those places.
There might be some, but it might have to be a cost we pay.
But it was mainly mortals that lived there, right?
Yes.
This does not sit right with me. It does not seem like it would be beneficial to their plan to attack mortals.
It does seem like it would be a large distraction, though.
He'll slowly start easing the truck forward. This is very suspect. A head on swivel.
And as you are driving the truck down the ramp, Nyx is in the back with the machine gun mounted. I'm going to guess Max probably climbed back inside.
Oh, yeah.
West and the two Nosferatu are walking behind the truck. They look at the bridge, they're like, yeah, that's not gonna hold. That's not gonna hold well. We're gonna walk. And they are walking behind you. West pulls out two pistols from his vest, and he also looks to Sergey and says, I'm so sorry about this. And you can hear from behind where he is standing that it sounds like there is a swarm of bats approaching.
Sergey doesn't even bat an eye right now. He's just laser focused on the situation, and he's just trying to figure out this whole thing just doesn't seem right to him. Like,
And as you guys roll up to the mansion, you see that it is pitch black in there. There is not a light on, not a candle lit. This place doesn't look like anyone's been here.
And I'm still burning it to the ground.
Good answer. And
At
as
this
you
point, it's about sending a message.
and
don't
as
get
you
any of
s-
that on you, Max. It will not come off.
and as you are throwing the mason jars filled with this concoction, you see the mansion going up in flames. You do hear some screams from inside that sound like some dying vampires. And as this happens, Nix, you notice there is movement in the trees, and the boys on the ground start loading up, preparing to fire.
I bang on the top of the truck. We better fucking get fucking ready.
Pretty sure the truck is ready at this point.
Well, more as
They're
in like
fired
get
on
the
the
fuck
front.
out and get strapped up, like fucking out and pulled out.
I think we've been played, Max.
I know we've been played. We just got to move on, brother.
They are most definitely attacking base again.
And
Hit
are we
it. Let's
firing
head
at the
back.
ones in the trees?
I'm telling Sergey to hit it. Like, these guys don't even matter.
You are just rolling the hell out. Okay.
If anybody's taking pot shots, then
Sergey will tell the two Nosferatu and Wes, get on. We're out.
And as you do that, they all jump back in. West hides into the bed of the truck and just kicks the side of it like, all right, let's go.
Drop it in drive and hit the gas, and as I do, I'll Nix light them up.
And I just fucking, I go, fuck yeah! And I start going,
I love how well that cut out.
fuck yeah!
And as you're going, the truck is just flying. It looked like the bridge was ready to collapse. You hit it with such speed, you almost Dukes of Hazzard fly. You see the whole bridge collapses. And as Nyx is back there just firing into the trees, you hear a little bit of screams. And you definitely just see that these trees have absolutely been destroyed. If there was something in them, it wasn't moving now.
good shot.
I think our safest bet would be to go to where the council are.
They're going to ask a lot of questions just so
Yeah.
we are aware. Particularly since they'll notice quickly that they didn't have their extra information.
So we gotta get on the same page. Got it.
As you say that, Sable, you receive a call, and it's from Juliet.
I'm going to answer that.
Why are we out in the swamps again?
We were taking care of a problem that was affecting the area.
Did we see the big ass firebomb that went off?
We discovered that the problem was a distraction from the immediate issue.
All right, I am authorizing a full move. Take this out now. And the moment she says that, the phone immediately hangs up.
I'm immediately sharing that information to the car.
like we have our orders, huh?
This is the one time I'm gonna be okay with following orders, Capitan. As long as I could stay out here on this little beauty.
Right now, I don't want you anywhere else.
Got it, Sheriff. And I just do a little salute.
And Wes peeks his head through the back of the truck. He pulls open the little latch. Hey, I did hear from the bats. They were saying that there's a large amount of those black hooded figures out at the cemetery. And they were saying that they'd sound like there are some storm clouds forming over there. That might be where we want to head.
Onward, Nixon!
Stargate jerks the truck whichever direction we need to go.
Well, you'll have to go not right past where the flames were, because you know now at this point it's going to be barricaded off by the police, but you are going to be heading back into the city, close to the witches' quarters, to the St. Louis Cemetery. And as you get there, you do happen to see that there are a lot of figures here. Nix, as you look, it looks like there are some witches mixed in with this group. There are candles lit, and they are all single-filely walking their way into the cemetery.
Fucking shit. Oh my fucking god. Do I have any word from my connections in the witches district yet?
They've been silent all night.
What about the pipe hitters I sent? Can I see them anywhere, or have they been killed, or?
You see a large black SUV around the side. You see two guys stepping out of it, but they look kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
They're kind of limping.
I like give them like the slash across throat, which means to get out, just leave. It's not their problem anymore.
They acknowledge, they stick a hand up, and they hobble their way back into the vehicle.
Can I see if... Well, never mind.
There are witches here. Before you ask, there's witches here.
No, I was gonna see if there was witchcraft. If there's witches, there's witchcraft afoot.
And this is the oldest cemetery in New Orleans. It's filled with witchcraft.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Batman.
Yeah.
Can we get some eyes in the sky?
Sure, just close your eyes. And as he says this, a swarm of what seems like 20 to 30 bats just descend over the cemetery. You hear the shrieks, the flap of wings. To anyone who is not aware, this is freaking terrifying as they hear all these bats just descending into the cemetery looking through. It looks like they are gathering towards the center. They are heading towards the oldest part of the cemetery. It looks like that little one you told me about, Christina or whatever. It looks like she's at an altar with some woman.
Is this woman old?
And I see Sophia.
Is this woman old?
Yeah, she looks kind of old. But she's not on this altar-y thing. She's standing next to her.
Max, can I clear a path?
Are these witches friend or foe?
No, they are foe.
Segregate
Just keep the
Floor
old
to
one
that
up.
altar. Open up. Let's go.
Just keep the old one alive.
You make your way slowly through the cemetery, as there are pathways to get vehicles through, but a lot of the individual rows, they're too narrow that if you try to get this truck through there, it'd be wedged in and it would not move again. As you eventually make your way closer to the center, you can see that Christina is joined by an older witch at her side. Sophia is laying upon the altar, She looks terrified. She is screaming. She is freaking out. She is trying to fight back against the silver bindings around her that look like they are burning into her skin.
So we can is there someone like fixing to like sacrifice her? Like, can we see that from where we're at?
That would be where Christina and the older woman are. They're right there next to her.
Who's holding
They
the
do
knife?
have the older woman is holding the knife.
Okay, Sable, hand me the sniper rifle.
Hey! I said leave the fucking old lady.
And as you are saying this, there is now a swarm of these vampires that have now turned around and are looking towards the truck.
Do I recognize the old lady?
Yes, you do.
Is it who I think it is?
Give me a intelligence and wits roll.
It's Sable, hand me the sniper rifle.
Sable
She
handed a
hands it-
sniper rifle.
Sable hands it right up the back. And as this is happening, West and the two Nosferatu have rolled out the back. West looks at Max, is like, hey, I'm gonna take the assault rifle, okay? Cool, dude. And they just fucking start firing into this line of vampires running at you guys.
4
They are just
successes.
saving, Nick.
frontline and going.
Go
It's
ahead.
gonna be
What
the
was
old
that?
lady or the young rattlesnakes. Who are we saving?
I got 4 successes with 1 crit.
As you are looking, you see an old voodoo sorceress.
Fuck.
She has worn skin, but her hair is still pitch black. And you look at her, and if you had a heart still that was beating, it would shatter right now. That is Morgana Nixvale, the witch who brought you into New Orleans, who introduced you to the council, who taught you most of what you know. And if anything, probably the closest thing you would have to a mother. And she is preparing to stab directly through this young vampire. She is covered in runes. She has the blood circles drawn, and you can see the skies are tearing open, preparing to let the Loa of the crossroads through.
I just yelled, Mama Morgie, no!
And as you yell, she plunges the knife straight down. She is going to stab Sophia.
Shot.
Do I have the opportunity to get a shot off?
I was waiting to see if you'd ask me that.
Not a
Give-
lethal shot, but maybe just like a shoulder shot that would knock her off the.
Firearms and strength, because this is a big caliber weapon, and you might be a big guy, but this gonna kick.
Firearms.
And does my scream to her distract her enough where it would help Sergey make the shot?
No, sadly,
would-
there is so much noise. There's chanting.
That would
There
be
is gunfire.
4 successes.
4 successes. She's unsuspecting. The shot hits her right in the shoulder. She flies backwards. Knife flies out of her hand. And at this point, Christina takes notice of you. And she looks pissed.
I fucking unload onto Christina. Rage boiling fucking inside me.
I'm going to ask, are you really sure that's what you want to do?
Okay, no. I fucking hop off the fucking thing and just fucking bolt to Christina with my gun in hand.
So you're going to attempt to push your way through the mass horde of vampires and witches.
Yes. asking someone to fucking take that machine gun and clear a path for me.
As you say that, you point to one of the Nosferatu. You gun. And he just smirks and he hops up and he just starts lighting up the front field there. At that point, Wes looks at his bats and is like, fuck it. Alter, get her. And the bats try to swarm towards the altar. They start pulling at the chains on Sophia. And eventually, enough of them gather around, lifting her up and hauling her off. But this horde is still ongoing. The witches are now starting to cast smaller spells. We're going to add some flavor text here. You can feel your blood start to boil in your bodies from these witches targeting you individually. But you can still break that focus. But some witches are going to have to die tonight.
I fucking pop some heads of some of the witches not giving a fuck as I'm glaring at Christina.
Christina notices you charging through, and she smirks, and she grabs the dagger that Morgana had in her hand, and she pulls a second one from her side. What is everyone else doing at this point?
I am readjusting my aim and fixing that crosshair on Christina.
As you are aiming at Christina, she does notice that red dot coming from it, and she does start phasing a little bit to move out of the way. You can't get a real good focus towards her.
Oh,
While he's doing that, is she next to you said she's next to the altar?
She was next to it, yeah.
Say less. I'm gonna use. How far away is she?
30 to 40 feet.
It's like 10 yards. Yeah, like 10 yards. Let me double check this works.
Mm-hmm. Max?
Yes.
Oh, never mind.
I am going to use Shadow Cast to use her shadow to grab her ankles. I do need to make a rouse check for this.
Go ahead and give me that rouse check.
Ooh, we have a 7.
7, you kept the beast in bay. And it's surprising that in this move, it's intense and the beast is growling loud, but you force it back down. And give me the language of shadow grab.
Conjure shadows from the user's body. I can, the shadow can be extended, twice. Those standing in the shadow take more willpower damage from social conflict, but I can also use it to grab hold as long as they're next to their shadow.
And is there anything to roll against that?
No.
As you do that, her feet do feel stuck. She feels held to that spot. And she's going to have to take a moment to work to break that. Max?
Max is doing his combat move of cover fire. So I open up the truck door, roll down the window, and use that as cover to point the assault rifle out. And then, just full auto hit as many of, hopefully not friend, but as many foes as I can. Slide them up.
Well, thankfully, all the allies are standing close to the truck as you were just lighting up this horde. And
If I see Nyx run through, I'll try to provide cover fire for.
You guys mow through this crowd. Soon, there's a lot of blood, ash, and dead bodies everywhere. Nyx, you get to where Sophia and Morgana are standing. Well, well, well. Looks like you came to the party.
This party is fucking dead as shit. And you are gonna be too. And I just point my gun at her
You
forehead.
sure about that? You really sure this party's over? I technically, well, correction. We technically only need to sacrifice one vampire. And it looks like you just volunteered.
The fuck I did. And by the looks of it, you ain't moving too fast, sweetheart.
No, but that's where I come in. And you see Morgana stand up holding her shoulder, but she still extends a hand. And with her abilities, she picks you up and she slams you onto the altar. The chains magically wrap around your wrist, cutting in. I was really hoping that I wasn't going to have to kill you. But it seems that you're going to stand in the way.
Fuck, 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 fuck. Hold on.
Yeah, we're charging in now.
I have Folklore Bane, which means specific items damage me. Fuck.
Hello, coach. Welcome in, brother.
Yeah, so that the chains, especially if they're silver, are gonna do some damage to me.
That's gonna be 2 superficial damage right there to you, Nix. It's
So we're-
burning
10 yards, right?
10 yards away. Yep.
I just let out a guttural scream in pain and yell Sergey, shoot Christina.
And as you're actually, go ahead. I'll let this play out for a sec.
Who has the knife?
Christina that has the knives. Plural.
Christina hands one over to Morgana. So technically, they both have one now.
Fuck.
They both have it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has a knife now.
So, damn, even if we shoot one, the other one's just going to stab her. Let me roll a rouse check for prowess first. That's just one blood die, right?
Yep.
That'd be a 9.
You've passed. You've got the beast well under rein. You've pulled the leash back and held it there.
Okay, so Sergey knows that he's not going to be able to make both shots. So, with prowess, would I be able to rip the truck door off, hold it in front of me, and charge up there and get up there in time?
You can absolutely rip that truck door off, and you can charge. And as you are firing forward, you are letting out as many bullets as you can. You see that Morgana looks to Christina. She waves her hand a bit. And Sable, you can feel that your hold on her snaps.
Fantastic.
And Christina looks to Morgana. I'll leave this one to you. And she, with her small figure and her petite size, she charges forward. She slips right past Sergey, and she leaps out at West. She jumps onto him, and she tries to stab him. Oof, oof, and she hits West. She stabs into him. She hits him right in the arm, in the chest. She doesn't do enough to kill him, but West is taking 3 or 4 superficial damage for that. And she is glaring into the truck at you two.
I'm still charging in. As full auto as I can. Second my clip, dropping it, putting in a new one, and running towards that altar.
Gotcha. Clearing out
Anybody
the
that,
last of the stragglers.
well, especially if I can see what's going on and see like them taking control or advantage of Nyx, like that's my goal is beelining it right there. Sergey's probably faster than me though.
And as you guys are running, there was another crowd of vampires hiding off to the sides. They have come out and they form somewhat of a wall, but you are still tearing through them. Sable, what are you doing?
So, there's a bunch of humans here, right?
There's a few left now. A lot of them are now dead.
Is there one close by me?
No, you are still back at the truck.
I don't move quick. I'm gonna start heading towards the altar.
You're going to try and slip past Christina, West, and the other Nosferatu that are right there in front of the truck.
Yep.
Very well. As you charge past, you can hear West screaming. You hear the gunshots as he has pulled his pistols now and he is trying to unload into her. He hits her a few times, but it doesn't seem like it's doing much. The Nosferatu can't get a shot with the machine gun without completely taking out West. And the other one with the shotgun, if he takes that shot from that angle, he's going to kill both of them or just West.
I didn't
And
realize she was right on top of him like that. I don't know why it was thought differently in my head.
I said she jumped on him and stabbed him. She is stabbing away at him.
I probably should see if I can try and pull her off.
Are you going to turn around as you hear him screaming in agony?
Yeah, I guess.
Yes.
I don't have empathy. I don't give true fucks. I just know that that's a person with a gun that's firing for me.
Then
He's an
very
asset.
well.
That is a positive number, not a negative number.
Wes screams to you, Sable! Sable, please get her off me!
I will try to pull her off to the ground.
Don't forget, you still do have your brass knuckles as well.
And while those will be great once she's on the ground, I do need to get her to the ground first.
So you're going to go for a grapple.
Yeah, absolutely.
Strength and brawl. She is
Damn.
not good at this.
Three successes. Oh wait, 4 successes. 4 successes.
With 4 successes, you lift her off pretty easily. She's not made for a street fight. She is made for ambush assaults and magic. And you yank her off of him. He falls to the ground, bleeding. He grasps at his chest, trying to heal some of the damage that's been done. And she glares up at you. Your turn. And she tries to go in and stab you in the ribs.
I'm
Give
gonna
me-
try and dodge that.
Very well. Dexterity and brawl, because you guys are, or since she's trying to stab you, that's melee. So dexterity and melee to try and get out of the way of this stab.
Using my melee.
She's using melee.
Okay, then I'm fucked.
All right, then you
Alright,
get dexterity.
Yeah, that's what I said. One success.
One success. You slip to the side a little bit. It still cuts. And as it cuts, it burns a bit. You take 1 damage for this, but you can definitely feel that you do not want to play around with this blade. This thing is going to hurt.
She's a vampire, right?
Mm-hmm. And while you are slugging it out over there with Christina, Nyx, Morgana turns your head so you're looking her in the eyes. My sweet child. Look how well you've grown. Ah, if only you had finally learned to stop playing by everyone else's rules and join the side that actually has your interest in hand. Well, maybe in another life you'll learn it.
Mama Nyx, this isn't you talking, and tears are starting to stream down my face. This isn't you. And I give a single command, since Christina is not there, a short command to tell her to stop, to not stab me, and to actually untie me.
Dominate
And charisma.
and resolve.
And charisma. It's actually dominate and charisma.
Very well, dominate and charisma. And I will mention, she's a willing participant. She knows what you're trying to do.
Yeah, but she's also Mama Nyx. She knows me. And I know her. Can I reroll?
Absolutely. You can spend 1 willpower to re-roll up to 3 dice. Not the blood dice.
Unfortunately, one of the blood dice was a success, okay? 2 critical successes. With 3 successes in total.
As you do this, she does slow down a bit. She doesn't stab you, but the knife definitely rests against your chest. And she turns your head and looks and points. I am doing this for my kind. I am doing this for the witches.
But-
Look how many have died just here, all to protect the precious vampires. Just to protect your 2 pillars of society. Because of you and your group, all of these witches have died.
But Mama Nyx.
All of that blood is spilt into the ground.
But Mama Nyx. You always taught me to see the good in people. You know
Yes, in
you-
people.
And
You are not a person. You are undead. You are a monster. You have fed on people. You have preyed on them. You have attacked them. And you have forced them to do things against their will.
that,
You are not a person.
and that hurts me more than you could visibly see that hurts me more than her than the silver bindings, because even though I don't remember what happened to her when I turned, I know she would never say something like that to me, because she knows she taught me. and that hurts. And I always try to live by what she said after I turned. And I go, but
Stat for this, but
huh?
I'm gonna say you take some psychological damage. It's flavor text. It's psychological damage. But reminding that those bindings are on you still, you are taking an extra point of damage at this point. You are down 3 health.
Can I tell her I don't remember what happened when I turned, but I looked for you when I turned. And you were not there. Where did you go?
I know that you turned. I was there the day it happened. And I watched as the sweet, innocent girl I loved turned into a bloodthirsty monster. You may not remember this, but on that first night, and within that first month of you becoming a vampire, you slaughtered 12 people. 12 in your bloodlust. You didn't seem to care. You tore through them like a wild animal.
But why
It was
did
only with Miss Laveau's granddaughter that we had enough strength to subdue you so we could try and erase your memory and send you back. That's why you ended up with those justiciars. I figured they would at least take better care of you and keep you in check and keep your animosity in order. But it
But-
seems, looking at this, they didn't.
But why didn't you stop me? Why didn't you stop the turning before it happened?
Because I wasn't there in that moment when you died. I found you as you reawoken, as you arose as this thing. And I could not, in that moment, stab that little girl that I had raised. I could not stab her through the chest. And even as I saw you turn into a monster, I tried to care for you. But I see now that all vampires are a plague, and that all you ever do is hurt and kill and destroy. Even here tonight, we had planned to sacrifice one vampire to bring the end to your species. And what was your response? You slaughtered dozens of humans and your own kind just to try and stop it. Even
You-
I am bleeding.
You were willing to kill one to kill us all, which means you were willing to kill me, the little girl you raised. And I
Like I
tried.
said, you're not a little girl anymore.
Then you should have seen the woman I became even after I turned. I made sure to protect my sisters over in the witches' district. I made sure they were looked after while I looked for you.
She grabbed you hard by the neck and she forces your face look. Does this look like protecting them? They are dead. Their blood is everywhere. Their magic will never be seen again. Where is their protection?
I see
Where?
I see the mother that I looked up to betraying her own kind, even out of spite. And you know, I may have hurt these ones here, but the fact that you turn them away from their guiding light to fulfill your need shows that you never loved them. You're just as guilty as I am tonight, if not more so, because you were willing to put their lives in danger. And I spit on her face. You're no longer my mother.
I never turned them. I just showed them the truth and reminded them how over all the years here in New Orleans, they have been attacked, beset upon by vampires, by the lichens, by all manner of creature, and all these supernatural beings that break the natural balance. And I suggested that we let the Loa of the Crossroads come forth and take all of you unnatural creatures away, leaving us witches, leaving us hoodoo practitioners here to finally reclaim our city and return it to a safe haven for witches. And they followed that goal.
But I never asked to be turned. I never asked for this life. I was
And
I
I
was
took pity on you. I took pity and let you live. I could have killed you that day if I wasn't weak. I could have made sure you didn't have to deal with this hunger, this thirst, and this bloodlust. But I was weak, and for that, I watched many die. And I am sorry that it happened to you. But this needs to end.
This could have ended a long time ago. The Mama Nix I know wasn't weak. She chose to be loving and kind. And if you were still that Mama Nix, you would have chose to guide me and make sure I knew you were still there. I searched for you. I needed you. And you weren't there. You weren't
As you
there.
and as you are saying this, your eyes filled with tears, and you've closed them, and you've broken line of sight. She pushes the dagger, and it starts slowly sinking into your chest.
How close am I?
1 second on that. Nix, it is one more damage. You are down by 4 as that blade is going in. And at this moment, Crash, you have now gotten close enough that you could absolutely knock the living hell out of her with this door.
But say I want
Your
to use the
gun is
fucking.
not
I
as
want to.
gun is no longer useful at this range. It's a little hard to get a shot in with a assault rifle from that close range. But you are right up upon her, and Max is following a few steps behind you.
I want a Captain America shield basher with the fucking door.
10 out of 10.
10 out of
Next.
10.
Your eyes burst open as you see the knife going in. You can feel the magic of it start to seeping through you. And right before your eyes start to fade a bit, and you think you'll face the final death, you see the truck door come flying inward, and it hits Morgana squarely in the chest, and it, with full force, smashes into her, slams her into the the catacomb behind her, and as the door falls, she hits the ground as well, and there is an explosion of blood and brains all over the cemetery.
I just
Her
yell.
head has caved in.
I just yell, Mom! That's all I yell.
There is no response.
I just start screaming and thrashing, and I am sobbing. And I am just
You
screaming.
are so bound.
Yeah, I am screaming and thrashing and yelling, no, no, no. Like, my mind is like breaking, and I am full on shattering, mind shattering.
And in fact, watching her die, that's going to cause some willpower damage. That's going to knock 2 off of it. You just watched the woman who had raised you, who you had looked up to, and you have spent your entire unlife looking for, dead.
Fuck you, Rose.
You've
Fuck
seen
you.
her attack her.
Fuck you.
You gave permission for this.
I know, but still, fuck you.
Are you good?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'll be okay.
If you need a breath, we can take that.
You keep going. I'll be okay.
Very well. Max, what are you doing as you've just watched this happen?
As Sergey rips past me, and I see all the ass, blood, and guts explode from underneath of him, I'm going to keep an eye out for the other vampire and try to see where she's at.
As you are looking around, you
Oh,
don't.
she took off after West, right?
Yeah, she went at West. Her and Sable
Okay.
are grappled together. But you
In that
do
case,
still see Nyx is strapped to this table, and
yeah,
there's a
that's
knife
my
sticking in her
priority.
chest.
Running up, pulling the knife first, and then trying to get the chains off her.
With Morgana dead, the chains go limp. You were able to easily rip them off of her. The blade comes out. And even Christina looks to the scene and she shrieks. No! She needed someone as powerful as Morgana to pull this spell off. She has strength. This spell required the strength of 2. And as you are tending to Nyx, looking at her wounds, trying to help her calm down, helping try to process the feelings as she is absolutely ripped apart mentally. Sable, you and Christina are still locked in combat, but she has just turned her gaze.
I'm going to swing at her while I have a second of her not paying attention to me.
Strength and brawl.
Yipper. +1 to attack. One success, 2 criticals. 2 critical successes.
So for a total of 5. Plus your 1, so we'll make that 6.
Yeah, so out of the 3, I have 1 success and 2 critical successes.
Gotcha. Then yeah, we count that as 6 because you have the 1 plus from your weapon.
Yep.
So Christina's focus was really, really fucking broken. She definitely wasn't paying attention. And she turns her face just in time to try and block 1 hit. But with that, you still shatter her arm. And To everyone looking upon this, imagine this like a gladiator MMA fight. Sable has hold of her chest with the other fist, with the brass knuckles. She is fucking wailing on her skull. She is pounding her face into the ground. And normally you would see them screaming and hollering, cheering for this moment. But Sable is a callous callous vampire. Her face is deadlocked as she is just wailing on Christina, who takes 5 points of damage for that. And she tries to go for her knife again, and she tries to slash at you. Go ahead and give me that dexterity again.
Uh, One success.
1 success. She nips you again. You take 1 damage. It was a clean slash across the leg. And as you two are continuing to swing at each other, out of nowhere, you can hear a swarm of bats. And they circle in and almost streamlined to kind of knock you off of her. But they swarm in, and you can hear her screaming as they bite and tear into her. And you could see West is back there looking at her as his bats are attacking. She takes another 3 damage on that one. Before the bats finally, before West finally passes out from blood loss and the bats fly off. But Christina is left here broken, disoriented, very, very weak. It is your move.
Did they? How disorient? Like, if I were to walk away for like a minute, would she still kind of just be stumbling about?
She would kind of be stumbling about, but please remember, she is still incredibly fast. And even if she is disoriented, she could use that and try and dash out.
I just want her unconscious. I'm taking a good swing at her, like a good swing. I really want her not standing. I don't want her dead, I just want her not standing.
Strength and brawl again.
Yeah, I know. There's a high likelihood of me accidentally killing her. Four successes, none of them critical.
You absolutely just wail on her to a point that her body goes limp. Yeah, I would say she'd go cold, but she's already cold. And she is barely hanging on, just laying there, broken as hell. Her legs facing in opposite directions, her face not even recognizable. She is down for the count on this one. But not dead.
God bless. Can I go check the truck for rope?
You go to check the I don't remember us saying rope was put in the truck.
I don't think there was rope put in the truck.
We'll say no, there's no rope.
Well,
So you want her alive, right?
Absolutely.
Somebody better talk Sergey down because you've hurt one of his people, and that is a fucking no for him. He's on his way over there right now.
Understood.
Hey, Sergey, my friend. I'm gonna reach into my coat and I'm gonna pull out the steak that we got from this park from the first Black Robe figure, and I'm gonna toss it to.
Is everyone trying to stop Sergey besides Max?
No, I'm not trying to stop him. I'm throwing him a
That's what I
steak.
said, except for you. I said except for you.
Yeah.
Well, Nix is also still kind of.
I'm gonna weigh those odds real quick in my brain and step the fuck out of the way of that man.
And I want to
However,
make.
as you go to stab, oh, go ahead. I'll let you go first.
I was just gonna say, as I have, after Max got the knife out of me and untied me, even though he was trying to calm me down, I pushed him off and ran over to Morgana's body, and I'm like cradling it and rocking back and forth. So I'm not there.
Very well. However, as Sergey is approaching and is preparing to stake Christina, West lunges forward and he bites into her neck. And he bites hard. No, or Max, you are old enough to know this. With her being at 1 health left and her drinking from him, or him drinking from her, he is going to commit one of the ultimate sins to your kind. He is going to deoblerize her. And before anyone knows it, he continues to drink. And she turns into nothing but a husk. And almost as if by magic, his wounds start healing up. He starts being able to stand again. His eyes a little clearer. And the searing wounds start healing over.
Friend, I wish you had that.
Sorry. Really hungry. Oh. Yeah, the beast definitely won on that one. And then he looks to see what he did, and he's like, okay, I'm in trouble.
I'm sorry too. And then I'm gonna go and pick up my assault rifle again.
You've picked up your gun again?
And I'm going to reload and I'm going to open fire as hard and as fast as I can.
And as you are firing towards him, he has newfound speed that he didn't know he had. And he jumps. And he jumps far. He is out of sight, behind some of the catacombs. And all you can hear is his dress shoes clicking and clacking against the tile as he has sprinted off into the night.
Godspeed, little one. We won't go looking for him, but you can't just break the masquerade in front of the town sheriff and get away with it.
Messages need to be sent. They're important.
That is
Technically,
one
he
of
didn't
the
break the
unbreakable.
Technically, he didn't break the masquerade. He just broke one of the other rules. The masquerade's still intact. He just he committed a sin against vampires.
Yeah.
Sergey, he's just gonna throw the stake down and start walking back towards Nix.
I'm gonna assess the situation. How many bodies do we have? Like, what does it look like around us that we have time to calm down?
As you are looking around, you see 20, 30, maybe 40 bodies all around the ground. There is blood flowing like a river through the cobblestone and the cement. The catacombs around here and the tombstones filled with holes. And there is a bunch of ash starting to float into the air, and some very disgustingly rotting corpses.
Any chance we have like a John Wick cleaner on retainer?
I
You
probably know
immediately-
at least 2 or 3 people.
Immediately as you say this, Sable is grabbing her phone and she is putting in a call. And her call
Awesome.
immediately just says, "Cemetery, there's been a problem. A big problem." And within, we're gonna say you'll be here for a little while, dealing with nicks, dealing with wounds and stuff like that, dealing with problems. Because I will say that Nosferatu with the shotgun, who hadn't dropped on the truck, he did get a little jacked up and got a little roughed up by other vampires who were rushing him. He's trying to catch his breath as he's sitting on the ground with the gun. As you guys are all collecting yourselves, Nyx is trying to process this entire situation. The cleanup crew does arrive. And they look at you and they're like, "Oh, wow."
Can I quickly assess Nyx's wounds?
Indeed. Give me a intelligence and medicine roll.
And while she's rolling that, could I go find the knife that Morgana was using?
Absolutely. It is clattered to the ground right where you had thrown it as you had pulled it out of Nyx.
And while they're doing that, Sergey's just gonna kind of sit down beside Nyx.
I'd use a willpower for a reroll, but 3 successes.
3 successes. As you are looking at this wound, they are not super deep. The burns on her wrist, they'll heal fairly easily. She may have to feed a little bit. They're going to hurt and sting. But the wound on her chest, it's going to take a little bit more time to heal. You can sense that that blade was made of silver as well, and that as it punctured through, it left a bit of a lasting effect. And it's going to take a little longer to heal up.
You're going to need an actual healer. While I have something that I can do for big issues, this needs actual healing. And we need to find you one in the immediate future.
I'm not even listening. I'm still rocking back and forth, holding Morgana and just like not even care that the back of her head's opened up. I'm just like holding her and like rocking and singing like a lullaby that she used to sing to me, and I'm just bawling.
I'm gonna yell up to Max in that moment and be like, "Hey, we might want to get her somewhere with professionals and a good meal."
Yeah, let's load up.
Nyx, where do you want to bury her?
I just look up at Sergey and I can't even. I can't
She
even.
may have been our enemy, but she was still your mother. She still needs to be buried.
She needs to go to the witches. And I take a piece of her hair, like break out Max, can I use the knife really quick? And I take the knife and I cut off a piece of her hair and stick it in a pocket. And then just hold on to her still.
The cleaners, with a little more empathy, walks up and he looks at you politely and he says, "Ma'am, we could put her into a bag and escort you to the witch's quarters to hand her remains back over."
No, 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 she can't go in a bag. She can't go. She can't go in a bag.
Sergey, are you strong enough to lift both of them?
I will. I caused this situation, so I will handle it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and help them to the back of the truck.
Sure, I'll pick both of them up.
And
I
as
was
you
gonna
load
give a
Nyx back
helping
into the
hand to
truck,
Nyx.
as you all are focused on helping Nyx, Nola, you notice the blade that Christina was holding. It turns to ash, a silverish ash, and just blows away. It seems that her knife, while it was the same, was bound to her. But this
Oh,
other one
interesting.
still seems to be holding very strong.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna reassure myself, like tap it on a piece of concrete or something. Yes, this isn't gonna disappear on me.
And as you were doing that, you get an APB bulletin out on your phone. Attack at the sanctuary.
Guys, we gotta go. Sanctuary is under attack right now. Right now.
The cleaners look at you. Don't worry, guys. We'll have this taken care of. You guys take care of that.
Not even.
And the two Nosferatu look and they're like, we're gonna report back to Carl. We'll catch up with you guys. And
Hey,
they
thank
have
you.
jumped
Thank
off
you
and
so
they're
much.
going. They are waving like, yeah. And they are booking it down the fucking way.
Sergey, we got it.
Yes, yes, we will go. Wherever we need to go. He's kind of like, after he's come down off of his being all juiced up on prowess, he's kind of thinking over what's been done and what he's done and what he had to do, and he's still here, but you can tell like he's thinking about a lot right now.
That is true. That was a lot.
We have a lot to process, but unfortunately, going to.
And Sergey, that doesn't break any of the tenets of the chronicle, but it is going to weigh heavy on your heart. It will not stain your humanity, but this is going to be something you carry with you for a long while into your own life. And as you guys speed off, I'm going to assume that real quick, are we making a stop into the witch's quarters to hand over Morgana's remains, or are we going immediately to the sanctuary?
No, Sergey will stop. It doesn't matter if Max says we're not stopping. Sergey will stop anyways. This will be one of the few times Sergey directly goes against what someone else says. As far as Max, if he says no.
No, Max understands.
And Madame Laveau's granddaughter meets you guys as she hears this truck come squealing in, also noticing it's missing a door. And then she looks and she sees Nyx holding Morgana's body. And she falls to her knees in tears, right by Nyx's side and holding her. I'm so sorry, sweetie. I never knew what she was planning.
I didn't know. She's gone. She's gone. And I look at Max and I'm like, I can't leave her right now. I can't leave her.
And in this moment, you guys have a decision to make. Do you leave Nyx here to deal with the burial of Morgana and to deal with her wounds, or do you force her to come along?
I think we should leave her if they can heal her.
Does she look functional at all?
She was
She-
harmed in the chest with a silver dagger. She needs the help right now.
Yeah, there's. I would be much more comfortable leaving you behind, getting the help you need, as opposed to exacerbating that situation.
And everyone climbs or says their goodbyes to Nyx. Sable explains to Madame Laveau's granddaughter what the wound was, how it happened, and she looks at her. Don't worry, we gonna take care of her. We gonna get that fixed. Y'all get out of here. There's gonna be a lot of people unhappy about all them dead witches. But I'm proud that you brought her back to me. You guys are all right in my book. Go deal with what you need to. And she waves you off.
But before we go, Sergey's going to lean down and whisper to Nyx, I'm going to tell you something that no one except for my sire knows. In my real life, I had a daughter. She was my little bird, and she was murdered in front of me. It is far better to bury a parent than a child. I know that does not help much, but it's just how it is. And also, parents should never make their children cry. And he'll just get up and go get in the truck.
And as you guys speed off down the road, Nyx is left here in this moment. A few other witches come out. They slowly move Morgana from your arms onto a cloth, and they carry her inside of Madame Laveau's store, moving past the back room, moving past where they normally would, and setting her on another altar. And a few of them also help lift you up and help you walk in.
Madame Laveau. She needs a proper burial. I know she didn't do right, but I know that wasn't her. She needs to be sent off right.
Oh, child. To us, there is no right or wrong. She may have been a little misguided in her way, but she did hold a tenement that most of the witches agree with. But she will still be given all the proper burial, and her magic will be consecrated back into the bloodline of the other witches. And she will stay a part of us forever. Let's take care of this on your chest, though. That looks not very nice. It looks like some dark magic there.
And I look down and I'm like, I didn't even realize I still had that. And I just look at I look at her and I go, have I done wrong by the witches?
She shakes her head at you. No, child. You may have been a little reckless once, and you may have been a bit of a loose cannon back when you first turned. But let me tell you something from a woman who's been around a long time. All vampires is a little wild when they first turn. But you came round. You fixed yourself. And you did right by us. You ain't at all in trouble with us, darling. Morgana, she kinda lost her way, it seems. She let that loss of you, and seeing what you had turned into at first, she let it overtake her. And it seemed to fester in her, and it drove her to this. Well, we don't fault you none. We think you did the right thing bringing her back.
I lost her once and now I'm losing her all over again. And this time she won't come back. And I won't be able to find her.
She holds you tight and leads you inside, where you are met by her assistance as you are led off to that back room where all the magical ingredients are. And they start working to seal the wound on your chest. And she looks at you. Oh, child, she's not going to be buried unmarked. She'll be given all the proper rites. She'll have the nicest headstone. And she'll be buried in the old quarter with the rest of the great witches. And you will always know where she is and always be able to see her. And as they are taking care of you, you can feel that wound starting to heal. You can feel some of the malice from the blade starting to fade. And you attend a very somber, very close quarters witch's funeral that many don't ever get to see. She is sent off with full respect. And you were told that in a few days she'll be laid to rest and her magic will consecrate into the earth. And as this happens, Max, Sergey, and Sable, you arrive at the mansion and it is in flames. They are burning out of control. Fire is shooting out the windows. Security guards are dead all over the sidewalk. And you see a solo SUV come driving out. And as it comes past, you notice Erica sticks her head out and she waves. Thanks for taking care of that problem. Bye-bye. And you can tell that Derek is driving, but you also see another face stick out from the window for a moment before she's dragged back in. It is the prince. She has been captured.
Well, shit.
This is not a good night.
I'm going to focus on the problem in front of me and while feeling completely and absolutely helpless, try to figure out, like, what can I do to direct people to put out the fires? And I don't even know it.
You are taking the mantle. You are calling the shots. And as people are freaking out, you command authority. You force everyone to pay attention to you and to take charge. And as you are getting people to take care of this fire, you see a very, very charred looking person collapse as they stumble out the door and tumble down the stairs.
Like
It looks like they're
actual
still
person?
breathing. It looks like they're still breathing.
Rush over and stop, drop, and roll. As close as I'm comfortable getting being flammable.
And as you do this and you help put out the flames, they motion for you to come close. And they whisper in your ear, "Save the prince." And you recognize the voice to be Juliet's voice.
Dang. I'm immediately going to find the nearest human and dominate them to give her some blood.
As you do this, she seems unable to drink at first. So you hold open her mouth.
Mm-hmm. We're forcing it.
You cut open the person's wrist. Blood is just pouring straight in. I'm guessing that Sergei is going to just hold their mouth shut so they don't scream. And
Yeah.
she drinks every bit of their blood.
And we're trying to be as kind and thoughtful as we can while being very fast because we
Then
don't
we
want
like to
to
stop short of
Yeah.
killing him.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Very well, as he starts to feel limp in Sergei's hands. Sergei, do you give him a bit of your blood to help seal his wound and help him stand back up?
Yeah, that'll work.
And as you do that, he passes out on the ground. It's been a long time. And he is smiling, feeling the ecstasy of your blood in his stream. And Juliet opens her eyes a little better. Her skin is still not going to be doing well for a while. But she looks to Max. This is you. You correct it. And she passes out. And in that moment, a few security guards rush over. They grab her and set her in a coffin. And without saying a word to you, they load her up and they haul off. They are heading to an Elysium.
I hope it helps. These guys don't seem to give a shit about Elise. We're at war, my friends.
Most definitely.
We need to load up and head back to the Haven for the night. We need to put our
Indeed.
heads together and figure something out.
Agreed.
Agreed. We need to regroup. Maybe get Nix back if she's in the mental capacities.
Yeah,
And
load up in the.
loading up in the truck and heading back.
Yep.
Very well. And I am going to give you all a peek behind the curtain for the last little bit here. As you all gather yourselves, you load back into the truck that's missing a door, that has shell casings everywhere. You load up, you head back to Maximilian's home. Nyx still tending to the witches and trying to be healed and taking time amongst her own kind, praying and hoping for things to be somewhat better and to slightly heal her broken heart. In the black SUV that wheeled off, The prince is bound, her mouth filled with a gag, gloves on her hands. She is sitting there trying to use her blood magic, but she has been rendered useless at this point. She can use no components to cast any spells. Erica is sitting in the back seat with her. She is smiling, looking at her. Well, it looks like we got rid of the small fish and caught the big one. And as she says this, Griff smirks in the front seat, just flexing and loading a weapon that he stole from inside the armory. Marie looks very, very scared. She's looking around the car, and she is shocked to see that anyone has been able to catch her unaware and has caused this much trouble. She mumbles, and Erica removes the gag for a moment, but not before Griff points the weapon at her head. And Erica tells her, one spell, one word, and you go bye-bye. And Marie looks at them and acknowledges, you're not going to get away with this. This only ends with death. And even if I die in the process, you're going to die. And as she says this, somewhat feeling confident, there is a low and deep growl coming from the trunk. And out of the dark, two black eyes appear, the head appearing over the edge of the seat, growling towards the prince. And Erica smiles and puts the gag back in her mouth. Oh, don't worry. I definitely think you are going to die. It's just a matter of who else goes. Maybe that cute little, what was his name? Max? Maybe he'll come for you. And then I can finally break the rest of your little party. And you hear a voice from the trunk. That would be quite nice. Then I could get reacquainted with the little one and really teach her what being a La Sombra is like before I remove her stain on this planet. And they laugh, speeding off into the night. Only Griff and Derek do not laugh. They are speeding away. And farther in the city, far away from that, out in the middle of the park, West has finally slowed down enough. He has slowed himself enough to stop. He takes a deep breath, processing that his life is now forfeit if he is caught by the Camarilla. The Anarchs may not care as much. Heat of the moment. Things may not happen to him then. But he's not staying to find out. He gathers his bat, and they vanish. He speeds out. He looks to his bat and says, looks like New Orleans, isn't it? We gotta keep moving. Maybe north. Here, Alaska's nice. And his bat squeaks and doesn't look very pleased about the idea of Alaska. Too cold for his liking. But they speed off, running / flying through the night and heading out. And with that, it seems that the Camarilla here in New Orleans stands upon the edge of a knife. It's not going to be long before it falls to one side or the other. I would like to take a moment to say thank you to all of our wonderful vampires who have allowed me to abuse, to manipulate, to cause them annoyance and laughter throughout all these sessions. We still have 3 more sessions that we will be doing, so don't think the fun's ending yet. But I want to say thank you to everyone. These guys put in a lot of work. They spent a month and a half with me every Wednesday night, going over stuff, learning different mechanics, learning more about how the game was played, sacrificing time that they could have had with their kids or their loved ones to be here and bring this show to you guys. So I want to say thank you to all of them for the incredible work they've done. I want to apologize, especially to Nyx, for the amount of heart-wrenching assholery I unleashed. I love you. I really do.
I did agree to that. So I am partly guilty for the fuck up that I got myself into.
Don't worry, I planned something special for you that'll make it a little bit better. There's gonna be something nice.
There better be something nice.
It's not puppies, kittens, and rainbows and shit, but it's something nice.
It better be destruction and mayhem that I bring upon the fucking Erica.
This can happen.
And I better get my fucking kitty.
Damn it! Now I have to do that. Now I have to do that.
Yeah, it's no little kitty, house kitty. It better be a full on like jaguar or panther or something.
Lot.
Well, we'll work with something within reason.
An ocelot would be perfect.
That actually isn't a bad idea.
They're like big stretchy cat.
A revolver ocelot.
Oh, nice drop. Only real
Good
ones get
job.
that.
Good job. And how does everyone feel? Does everyone feel up for a movie tonight, or are we planning to divide and go deal with our emotional states on our own?
I actually have movie night planned with the hubby that I was supposed to do before stream, but we got distracted and busy, so I'm gonna do movie night with him.
What are you watching?
No worries.
I forgot what we're watching. Hey baby, what are we watching? No, oh wait,
Just
I'm
curious.
done.
I'm just nosy.
What movie we watching?
No, and while I have the opportunity, just thank you for hosting, Rose. This is fun. I don't often get to be a player in my group. I'm usually a storyteller, so it's good to be on this side of the screen.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And this is incredible to have the storyteller role and have these moments where even if you guys go completely off script, just coming up with a story on the fly and working on something to
There we
build
go.
this great story. What's that movie, sir, huh? Tell us!
The
Tell
Lorax.
us.
The Lorax.
Oh, the Lorax. That sounds like
The
a good idea
Lorax?
after that.
Danny DeVito one?
Yeah, because I need to let it
Yeah.
grow.
Oh,
Well,
Little boy loves that movie.
considering Rose was go, ah heck, let it die. I'm gonna let it grow.
I only slightly ripped open thine asshole. Only slightly.
Well, yeah. You ripped my heart out through my ass, and then shoved it back up in there after you stabbed it a couple times, sir.
Kick my heart in the ass. That Scott Pilgrim.
Mhm.
Yep. To be fair, you helped me build that situation, and I want to give you credit for that. All the amount of attitude and sass you gave back really helped build that moment and really helped create it where it was.
And I hope I helped the moment with how emotional I got with that and how I kept the scene rolling.
You really did. For a moment, I was kind of unsure if we needed a break.
Oh, when you were doing the rest of your stuff, I was crying,
Got it.
but I'm okay.
Good.
That is why some of the stuff afterwards I sounded shaky and I was still crying.
Yeah. And I will mention for any of our viewers out there, if you would like a character made of you for these last few sessions, please let us know. There are 3 more episodes. I will write a character part. You may not get to actually play it, but I will create one based off of you. You'll give me some personality traits, and we'll work together and we'll make one. You can always hit me up in the DMs or over on Discord and let me know about it. And for our other vampires, how are we feeling about movie night? Or do we want to convene for the night and just relax?
Once we finish, I'll be finding a snack, then hitting the bed. As
Very
usual.
well.
4:00 rolls around pretty early.
That is fair.
Super early.
Well, then, I think we will just go ahead and wrap up for the night. We don't really raid out after these streams just because it's a little weird to have to raid out from these ones. But we want to say thank you to everyone here. This VOD will be going up on YouTube sometime this week. I've got to work on some stuff. I've got to create some things, make the thumbnail, and we'll have that up. But remember,
Don't forget donations to Toys for Tots. Help
That's
Blood
right.
out.
we've already hit the $300 goal. We're at $310, but we can keep going. I believe the one place I know of will be taking donations up until the 15th. So let me know. Send them in. We'll get it all put together, and we will go and buy all those toys. And I will be posting videos of those toys in my story on social media so you can see what your money bought, guys. And thank you so much for this. And as always, remember that we love you, no matter where you are in the world, no matter what's going on in your lives. And we're proud of you. Whether you have struggled and fought hard this entire week, or whether you've been sailing through on a breeze and just rocking it out. That's all right, because either way is still a good way to go. And you should be proud of how far you've come. So until next time, bye-bye, and share a smile.